Yeah, that's a good rain. Particle board subfloor, final square top, custom. Now, Mount Hood is down that way. Okay, so we have just about got our new porch slab ready. So we have our form here. It's 10'6" wide, and over here we need a little thickening of a slab because we've got a 5/8 inch J bolt going down into it, and that will be holding an ABU 44 post base for the bottom post that goes in here. And there's my lovely camp spot over there next to the barn. So this is what's next. We have that concrete landing we're doing at the bottom, and then we're going to replace these stairs and this deck.
How'd that do? It helped, didn't it?
Yeah. And there you go. We finished our new concrete landing porch pad for the stairway. And you see here how we built up over there a level landing for the stair stringers. Did not have that before. And this is how stair bracket goes on, just like that. Okay, and there you go. We have the forms stripped away from this now.
What?
Talking. And that is where the landing for the stairs is going to be. It's a level landing. You can see how it is tapered. It's going to work out just about right to just copy the stair stringers that were there. So we clamped the old stringer down to a new 2x12 treated. The original stringers were just regular wood, fir I think, but anyway, we clamped them down so that they were straight with each other. You got to make sure that you don't have any bowing going on, and so then you take a pencil and just draw out the lines. And you can see here this movement up here, that's how much bow is in the old stringer, and so we had it clamped straight with the new 2x12. So anyway, we just marked the lines, and it's going to be the exact same thing. Let's start doing some cutting. What we're going to do is get the worm drive circular saw, and we're going to cut with the worm drive in, but not all the way, because we'll finish the cuts with a jigsaw so that we do not cut beyond the lines. You see, on the old stringers, what they did was they just cut all the way through, and you don't want to do that. That weakens your stringer. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so we decided to add an extra concrete step at the bottom because there is a water issue where the previous steps wanted or rotted out, and so we put this additional step, the first large step, in concrete, and so that will be rot proof. Against the house we put a piece of, what is it, 20 mil liner? 80 mil plastic liner. Very, very tough stuff. It will last longer than the house. And so anyway, we got, what is about 8 bags in there? 7 or 8?
Five bags left, so yeah, 7 bags,
Yeah.
7.5 bags.
7.5 bags of concrete in that. So we drilled into the previous new concrete here, which is part of the slab and everything, and then into the old existing slab, and then we have some rectangular bent rebar that goes around the whole area and ties it all together. So there are 7 pins and a couple of loops of rebar. Very tough step. It'll last for the duration. And on the bottom there we had to make a strip to fit in and fill that to hold cement inside the forms. And so now we've got our cement is screeded off there a bit, and we're gonna wait a while, and then we will
Edge it and brush it.
edge it, do the sides, and then brush it. So got a little bit of stuff to do, and hopefully we can edge and match the front pretty well to the back. There's about a 2-inch lip here, and so we'll figure out how we're going to do that. Anyway, okay, that's that. Just more concrete and more concrete, but we should have, you see there's the stairway there going up to the house, or up to the upper apartment, and so we're just gonna bring the new stairs down here and match these up to the new stairs. Okay. Okay, this is yesterday's step project. This is the bottom step of the stairways. It'll be a little bit larger of a step, but it works with the slope of the stairs. All right, we're going to the hardware store. Okay, we got the stairway put together. So everything is all nice and happy.
I think this stuff will work better.
Yeah.
Concrete patch.
Okay, so you can see things are starting to come together very nicely. There's the new concrete porch, landing for the stairs. And we've got a post that comes up and is going to act as a center support for the span of the stairs. We've got this tripled up 2x10s coming out from the house here. We've got stair brackets holding them in. And these are the ABU 44 post brackets here. Here's another one here, and that is going to have the post coming up for the tripled up 2x10 beam there. That beam runs the span of the center of the house. So here is a footing that we made here. We have rebar going into all the rock, and so we blended this hunk of concrete into the lava rock, and it'll be pretty strong. And there's another one of the ABU 44 post brackets, and it has a 10-inch J-bolt going down into the concrete. So over here, see, we've got the ledger has 4.5 inch by 3/8 inch bolts every 16 inches. We have a 4x8 header here on top of that 4x4 post, that footing down there. So the 4x4 goes up to the beam, and you see the Simpson metal connectors with 1/2 inch bolts there. And then we have a Simpson 4x8 hidden bracket there, and that bolts into the corner studs of the house, so that's solid. And then we have 5 2x10s. There's the ledger, and then 4 2x10s 12 inches apart. The last one's maybe 10 inches. Then center of the span, we'll put some 2x10 blocking across here, and that will satisfy the center of the span support. And then we've got our 2x10 up there over the tripled up 2x10s. And so you can see the 4 2x10s, and they span 12 feet, and that is why we have them on 12-inch centers to hold up the span with a 2x10. So tomorrow we're going to put up post brackets, posts, and maybe start doing some railing, and then also we're putting up some 3/4 inch tongue and groove plywood, and then we will put a Spantex deck coat over that. So we'll show you that when we get to it. And there you go. You see the unknown mechanic and Mitch are up there putting the railings up. 173 inches on this side here. Dave wanted to have a farm style look, and so you see they have a 4-inch space between each 2x4. They're using the C-clamp to clamp it to the post. And so remember, did you check the length on all the height on all those posts?
The 4x4 posts, I don't know if they're exactly the same length.
Yeah, did you check and see if they're all the same height? Because we got to trim them to the same height.
I think these ones are.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have pretty good progress going today. Here's one thing that I like to do with my corners is I put these steel brackets in the corners, and it makes the connection extremely strong. You don't have a chance of the corner breaking apart because it is held by these heavy brackets. And then let's see how the railing here is going to look. Very nice.
Straight too. They're pretty straight. Well, see, that's the thing. Yeah.
Then it'll get the Spantex deck on top. Okay, there's our middle post over here. I'll show you that. And you see we have our angle brackets on those two. Then down at this end we have them here too. And then we also have these A35 clips, I think they are, connecting to the beam below. And then these here post beam connectors. So this is becoming a very nice little porch deck.
I'm just going to twist it. I'm going to put this on and use it like a wrench.
Yeah, so that'll look good.
I'm ready here, Mitch. Oh, you're getting it, huh? Okay.
And then these pieces here, just
This one probably needs a
cut
whack.
the corner there. Okay.
I can probably use it. I can probably
And then they'll go down
Yeah, when you get over here, I'll pull it up.
this way. Right, we are just kind of doing the finishing touches up here. Mitch has been doing some cutting, fitting the boards around. And so this board here will slide into that, but we're not quite ready to do so yet. And when it does, this board here will butt into that 2x6. And then we have all of our corner pieces up here are finished. Mitch has just cut a 45-degree angle off of the 4x6 down at the bottom. Now he's hitting them with the planer. Dave is adding a third screw to these.
Second.
The second?
Yeah, Dave didn't get screwed. That's when we ran low on screws. We ran low on screws, so.
Okay. So then Mitch has cut the 2x6 top rail here. So that it will slide up flush to the top of the post. Red lift up. So we may actually, instead of Spantex, go with GacoDeck. Reason being that GacoDeck is a lot easier to get than Spantex. He's turning this into an art project.
That looks good, man.
Looks good. Lift up.
Pop this sucker on there.
Pop this sucker on there. Okay. And you're on.
Now we go.
Yep. So I got about half an inch up here, 3/8.
Okay, I'm not holding it. I gotta go pee.
Ready for a screw?
Not me, try him. Yeah.
I think we weren't going to put any in from the top. This one wouldn't be seen.
No, but I wouldn't.
We're going to put them all in so they can't be seen.
Yeah.
Hidden from the bottom.
Yeah. Well, you could probably put one in here, and that'll be under.
Where's Mitch?
He went to the men's room.
Oh.
Left me stranded here holding this thing. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we're just about to finish this, and
That'll do.
yeah, no more threes.
I got three. They're 3.5.
Yeah, that's fine. Let it rip.
Get up a little further.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can probably let go now.
Yeah.
Don't be sliding off now.
Yeah, here. Let's slide
It's a
this.
head knocker.
Yeah, let's slide this into position, eh? Right?
The other one's not attached.
Yeah.
We're good?
Almost. Okay, so they're not attached yet, but there. Now you can see the way it all comes together. Nice and clean. And then we have due to design changes, we have this post base bracket is 1.5 inches farther out than what the finished deck is. But this is what Mitch did to compensate for it. He just cut a 45-degree angle into the top of it.
It's kind
And
of a nice angle too.
yeah.
This ready for paint, Mitch?
Yeah, looks fine to me. So we are all set, and then Dave is putting his
This is
stain
all
sealer
he's got in him
on
is
it.
to paint today.
Yeah. And the deck is all assembled now. All we have to do is put the deck coat down, and that depends on if we're going to use Spantex or Gaco deck. So we'll have to see. We have the ends of the rails, you know. There should be another screw on that side, but yeah, things are looking really good. Dave wanted this farm style railing. So we've got one screw here, and there may be another one going on this end. We have our return pieces here. Everything's cut at 45. Everything matches up nicely. And there is our railing down. There's our concrete bottom step. So that's working out really well. Our concrete landing here is working really well. We still have to get bolts to connect those angle brackets up there for the posts. See the angle bracket up there. And these ones over here, those have the bolts on them. I don't know if you can see them because of the backlight. So yeah, things are working out really well. Mitch brought down our work trailer so we could get more stuff done here, trying to help Dave out. We've all been friends for 50 years, and so this is more fun than anything else. Tomorrow was supposed to be a good, sunny, warm day, and I think what we're going to do is head over to Goose Lake and teach those fish a lesson once and for all. Okay, so these are some of the other projects we did. This is the new concrete landing for the stairway. So Dave has to run. He's the head of barbecue for a wedding party tonight, so I have to get changed and head over there myself. And so these are the stairs to the deck that we just built. And there's the railing, farm style railing on it. All right, let's head on upstairs. So we opted to go with Gaco deck. We were going to get Spantex, but it was just kind of hard to get Spantex around these parts. So we have used Gaco before, and it's worked quite well. And this is the view from up here. There's the old truck camper, barn, the steel building we put up last year. Okay, well that concludes our short tour of the projects around here. So now we are going to get going to a wedding party. Oh, and if you look over there, you can just see the horses leaving. Or they're standing next to the barn. Okay, that's their owner is here, and so when she's here, the horses come a running, and so do her two cats. Okay, let's get on going and conclude this. All right, I hope you were following all the videos, putting this project together, getting all the work done, and we may be coming back to do some more videos here with other projects later. It all depends. But you see here how we have these ABU 44 post brackets, and you fasten those with a 5/8 inch concrete anchor. So you see the deck ledger up here. You can see the 5" by 3/8 bolts every 16 inches along the deck ledger. There is a HUG 410 hidden hanger bracket there, and that holds up the post against the house. You can see up there are corner brackets that hold the two posts to the corner, and that makes a very, very strong post connection. There's our post brackets here, and then we have the hanger brackets on top of the post that hold the joists down. Okay, and then over here you see we have a center post up there, and there are the angle brackets that hold that post, and then those go into a piece of blocking, and it makes it a very, very solid post. And same over here. So you put those brackets at corner locations and post locations, and you have a very solid deck. Okay, so that concludes everything now for sure. All right, we'll see you on the next video.